Here's a low-stakes challenge that will reward you with something truly meaningful and beautiful by month's end. By drawing a tiny scene every day, you can paint a picture of the wonderful moments in your day-to-day life. Let me show you what I mean in this short video. You can pick any day to start this, but it might feel more natural and easy to begin at the start of a month. Once you've selected what month you want to complete the challenge in, add it to the top of a fresh sketchbook page or on a large sheet of card. To add a little bit of character, you can add some seasonal aspect to it as well. This February is bitter cold, so I'm going to add in some suggestions of snow on tops of the letters. Once you're happy with your title, measure out and draw one square for each day of the month. Since I chose February, I have 28 squares ready to fill. You can number these to more easily keep track of what date you're on. I'm quickly just filling in my February text with a blue watercolour pen to add more chill and frostiness to it. Watercolour pens are great for quickness, as you can fill in little sections with colour and then activate them with water to spread the paint out and create slight gradients. Once complete, place your paper or sketchbook somewhere easily accessible, ready to be worked on daily. Keeping your chosen medium at hand makes this even more of a breeze. I'm opting for a light watercolour. I'm using this lovely Japanese set I was given as a gift. The pans suit this kind of work, as I'll only be using a tiny bit of paint to colour my little drawings. I'll also be using a 0.1 fine liner for outlining my sketches. Keeping everything within arm's reach means you'll be more likely to sit down and do your daily sketch, as you'll have no excuses not to. Now, every day, at a time that suits you, sit down for a few mindful minutes and reflect on your day, picking just one moment that stands out to you, and most importantly, makes you smile. Something that makes you feel grateful, at peace and happy. If you're lucky, you'll have to choose from a variety of things, and if you feel you don't, then this exercise will encourage you to look more intentionally at your day, to find the good in it. Even on ordinary days, there is always something worth capturing. A hot cup of tea, a kind gesture, a peaceful walk, a creative spark. All these moments can be put to paper. Drawing your calendar moments can also help you to try out new things. If you feel every day would have the same items, I do love my tea, but I can't use it for every day, it encourages you to try something different in your day. It also helps you notice the little joys in the everyday and see that your life isn't as monotonous as you might perhaps think. It's a real mood-boosting activity that I thoroughly enjoy, and I encourage you to try it. You could be bolder than me and opt for a bigger drawing each day as well. The mini size is basically to take away any feeling of intimidation and keep a quick, easy-to-achieve task in your daily routine. Because the size is so small, you need to simplify your scenes. I'll show you how I went about this in the next chapter. To give you some inspiration and potential ideas, let me take you through my completed month of February. So day one is a trip to the park. So I've just denoted that simply with a single tree and a little swing off the branch. That was a nice walk I went on. Day two, I made cinnamon buns and they were very delicious. Day three, this was me working on a video edit for a surprise for my brother-in-law who's turning 50. So I was working on that a lot that day. 4 is just some snowflakes because it snowed. It was very, very cold, and snowing is quite exciting for me. We don't get snow very often anymore. 5 was I went to visit my mum, and she made spaghetti and meatballs. So that's what that's meant to be. Little strands of spaghetti and meatballs around the heart. Number 6 is about a movie that I watched. So I've been wanting to watch this movie called Brotherhood of the Wolf for years and years. So I finally got around to watching it. I bought the DVD, old school. And instead of writing the name of the movie or drawing the DVD cover, I decided to just go and draw the hat, this tricorn hat. So the two main protagonists in the film wear those, and they're quite distinctive. So that's how I chose to portray that for day 6. Day 7, we went down to a local restaurant to try their full vegan breakfast, and it was delicious. Day 8, I put in there the little film reel because I did lots and lots of video editing that day for my YouTube channel. This one was a book that I bought, so I'm really into reading in my classics. So this book I bought is Don Quixote. So I'm looking forward to reading that. This one was during my break at lunchtime. I went out and bought lots of different greeting cards because there were various events coming up. 11 was a big spring clean that I did. Maybe not fun for a lot of people, but I find it quite cathartic and therapeutic to clean out my house. And number 12 was the sunshine, because all month it had been grey and dreary and just miserable. So to have the sun come out finally on the 12th was wonderful. Moving on to this side, so 13 we've got a little snowdrop, because I noticed snowdrops in the park, which is supposed to signify spring is on the way, right? So that's always good. 14 made a Lego set, but I didn't want to draw the entire Lego set. It was quite a complex one, so I've just depicted that with a single or a double block of Lego there. 15 is my little kitten, and my family came round to spend some time with him. So I've just gotten there with some love hearts. 16 was having a nice meal for Lunar New Year Eve. Got some nice Chinese takeaway food that day. 17 was her laptop, because I got a new laptop for work, which I was really overdue. My other one was taking off and overheating, so it was great to get my new laptop. 18 is part of a crossword, because I've started getting into puzzling. I'm trying to do as many things as I can to stop myself from doom scrolling all the time, and just leaving that magazine there in the kitchen has been great, just to work on some puzzles instead of looking at social media. So I highly recommend that. 19 is tea. Of course, I have to have tea in there one day. This is a particularly rainy, cloudy day, and I was just staying at home, being all very cozy with hot cups of tea and biscuits. 20 is fine art. So that day I sat and created a painting just for me, not for filming or anything. I just wanted to do my own little piece of art. So that was that one. 21 is a little drawing of a library in my city, which I went to visit. I've been wanting to see it for years. So I finally got around to seeing it. I hadn't been since I was a child. This is a silly one, but it's quite sweet. Basically, there was a little ladybird, and I saved it and took it back outside into the grass. So that was that one. This one, the drawing didn't turn out so well, but I know what it depicts. So I guess that's all that matters. But I met up with a friend and had a cappuccino, and we had a good talk. So basically that was meant to be an aerial viewpoint of a cappuccino cup, and then 2 little speech bubbles just denoting how we were having a wee chat together. 24 is a train, because that was the first day I took the train to work. I've always got the bus to work, but it's just getting too expensive. So the train is cheaper. So I got the train for the first time, so that was kind of exciting for me. 25 is a platinum trophy, so if you're a gamer, you'll know about that one. Basically, I finished a game very thoroughly and got all the achievements, so I was quite pleased with that one. 26 was another walk in the park, but this one was slightly different from the other one. This was with my friend, and it was a sort of a solemn walk because she was going through some stuff, and we're just, being there, being present. But that was that one. This was a lovely little brooch that my friend got me. I just thought it was so cute and I was really touched by it, so I wanted to draw that there. And then the very last one is another gaming related one. Basically, this is a little in-game item from the Resident Evil series, which just came out that day, and I was really excited to start it. So that was the 28th of February. Individually, these don't look like much as they're so small, but together they build a beautiful picture into my life. Talking through these has filled me with a feeling of joy and gratitude that I was able to experience all of these cherished moments throughout the month. Other ways you can adapt this are to add in a small written description to help you remember what each mini art represents over time, or print off a mini photo and think up a little title for it. Though I do encourage sketching where you can, as the act of physically drawing helps commit it to memory and gives you a few minutes every day to focus quietly away from screens. Give this a go and see what many treasures you uncover. Please comment below on how you find this mindful activity and share what moments you can bring to life on paper. Thank you so much for watching. Happy creating!